Sandra Smith.
And I'm Bill Hemmer. Nice to see you.
So great to see you.
Back in the flesh, right? Air Force One taking off moments ago, bringing the president to the heart of the flood zone. You'll see some of the hardest hit areas when he arrives in North Carolina momentarily.
But while back in Washington, the battle over Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh intensifies. And moments ago, the president addressing the latest developments in that story. Let's listen.
It would seem that the FBI really doesn't do that. They've investigated about 6 times before, and it seems that they don't do that. Well, I would let the senators take their course. Let the senators do it. They're doing a very good job. They've given tremendous amounts of time. They've already postponed a major hearing, and really they're hurting somebody's life very badly. And it's very unfair, I think, to, as you know, Justice Kavanaugh has been treated very, very tough. And his family, I think it's a very unfair thing, what's going on. So we'll see. But I do think this. They've given it a lot of time. They will continue to give it a lot of time. And really, it's up to the Senate. And I really rely on them. I think they're going to do a good job. I'd really want to see her. I really would want to see what she has to say. But I want to give it all the time they need. They've already given it time. They've delayed a major hearing. There's no more just about, look, when I first decided to run, everybody said the single most important thing you do is a Supreme Court justice, okay? We've all heard that many times about a president. I would say this. I think he's an extraordinary man. I think he's a man of great intellect, as I've been telling you, and he has an unblemished record. This is a very tough thing for him and his family. And we want to get it over with. At the same time, we want to give tremendous amounts of time. If she shows up, that would be wonderful. If she doesn't show up, that would be unfortunate.
That was the president a few moments ago. Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel is live on Capitol Hill. Mike, what is the latest that we're hearing from Republicans at this point?
Sandra, good morning. The argument from Republicans is they made a perfectly reasonable offer inviting Professor Christine Blasey Ford up to Capitol Hill on Monday to tell her side of the story. She can do it in private or in public, whatever her choice. Following the latest demands from Professor Ford's side, her attorney, Senate Judiciary member Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, is saying the committee should move forward, saying, quote, requiring an FBI investigation of a 36-year-old allegation without specific references to time or location before Professor Ford will appear before the Judiciary Committee is not about finding the truth, but delaying the process until after the midterm elections. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell sounds pretty calm at this stage.
I'm not concerned about tanking the nomination. We've been meeting with the committee to agree to a process that is fair to the woman who is accusing here, that everybody can agree is a fair process.
If Professor Ford does not change her mind, it sounds like most Republicans will be inclined to go ahead with the process. Sandra?
Arguments that Democrats are making right now.
Well, Democrats are suggesting that basically the Republican colleagues are rushing things along, trying to get this done in a hurry. The attorney for Professor Ford is saying basically a background investigation of the allegations would be smart before there's a partisan hearing, before politics get involved. Judiciary's top Democrat is defending Professor Ford.
What we have wanted was an investigation carried out to look at the facts before there was a hearing. The Republican majority is apparently not going to do that. But based on what I know at this stage, she is credible.
And other Democrats say their GOP counterparts should not be in such a rush.
We should not be rushing to judgment with a sham hearing on Monday that is designed solely to create a he said atmosphere, assassinating her character. Why rush to judgment to fit an arbitrary political agenda?
If Republicans are unified, feeling like they've made a good offer, then there isn't much Democrats can do to stop the process. Sandra?